Hey friends, Legion here, back with part 3 of Luke's Landspeeder, of the UCS Luke's Landspeeder. And part 2, we did a little more interior, not too much, fairly small part. On this part 3, we're going to be doing more of these same. It looks like we're going to be back here a little bit and doing, getting ready to put the engines on at some point. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But in order to do that, we need to go ahead and open our bags here. Make sure we get it all out. Open up our tiny bag with our small pieces. We'll keep those towards the front. Maybe a little easier to find. And open up this second number 3 bag for part 3. Maybe. Let's turn it over here. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and dump them out. So it looks like a little more pieces than part 2, which is good. We like to build. So let's just jump into it now. We'll go ahead and get our 6 yellow pieces out, along with, well, that is step 2. Step 1 is we need 14 of these guys. Very similar to when we put all of these pieces on. We're going to be putting them all back here. Not as many as these. We only need 14. So there's 6, 8, 10, and 14. And I was getting a little ahead of the game there, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and snap all these on. These pieces just give it a nice, 3 extra studs for something to sit on. Makes it a little sturdier while giving it a nice little sleek angled design to it. Only got 2 more here. You don't want to look in bulky or anything, so that nice sleek will do well. Now, we could go ahead and get our pieces out that we were trying to do earlier, because we had to put these on first in order to do this step. But now that we got these pieces on, we can do this step. And you want to leave 1 row open on each side here. And then we'll finish it off with 3 on each side here. Making sure it's flush when you get to the end, which it should be. And just putting these pieces on. Once we get them all down there, sturdied that all up. It kept these pieces from coming off, making it very hard for them to come off now, which is what we want. We want everything to be sturdy, as you hear me say sometimes. Because you do not want your ship to ever fall apart, especially when you pick it up. You don't want it to crumble from pieces not being pushed down, capped on, and whatnot. And now we need 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 1 will go on the far side. Next ones go on this long, or these 2 red bricks here, 1 on each side. For now, nothing here. It's weird to have 1 on this side and not on here when the engine should be about the same. But that could be coming in part 4, not sure yet. But now we could put our gray pieces with the ball end facing towards the left right next. Put our blue. And if you can guess or assume, you guessed right. put that in the center. There's 3, 6, 4, and 2 of, there's 1 and 2. Making 2 of these identical. Go ahead and start with 1. That's not where I meant to put it. Go ahead and cap off. Flip it over, and right in the middle, go ahead and put this piece. We got 1 done. Let's do it again. Flip them over, do exactly the same. And now where these tan clips are, go ahead and take and put this right here. We'll go ahead and okay, I believe that one's locked in. It didn't make a, just kind of went in easy. That's the sound I was looking for. But there is the seats, which once we put the minifigs in, you know, there's nothing for them to sit on. It's all smooth, so they'll slide around. But they should look fairly small. Might make them look a little funny, but. So now we know this is the back with the engines. Up here will be the front. Which is kind of, you know, what we already thought. So I just kind of confirmed it. Moving on to step 53 of part 3. Get our pieces out. Where do you put there? Now I need the studded one here. And right there. Now we're going to do this again for the other side, but it's going to be a little different. So for now, we'll just stick with the one side. Look a little something like this. And we'll go ahead and attach right here on these black clips. Right here, we'll go ahead and attach this bar. Like that. We'll go ahead and put them down. That's going to give it that nice design. So it looks good and not clunky, bulky, or just make it look bad. This will make it look nice. Now we can get our pieces out for the other side, which we'll put over here. I need these smooth and right here. Make sure we got that going the right way. We can start attaching. And this goes like this. Go ahead and snap them on and lay them flat. Step 55, moving right along. Need one more. There you are. Those will go right there to build this up. Oops. Let me get the piece out. There we go. Now let's get, this will be for both sides. We'll go ahead and split these up. We need 2 blue. No, we need 1 and the other. And then you, and you. All right, well, we will do the side furthest away from us first. Put this underneath. This will go ahead and sit right in front of what we just did. Now we'll do it for the side closest to me. Oh, well, not quite. That's how we want it. We want this to be flush. I made it a little too long. Now that it looks like this and like that, we can go ahead and put them on now where they need to go. One on each side here. Now we can move along. We're gonna do one for each side again. So we'll go ahead and get our pieces out for each. Make sure we put them on right this time. No didgeridoos. I don't think we've used any didgeridoos so far. That's a little disappointing, but hopefully we will get some didgeridoos. You know, we got some doodads, but we do like our didgeridoos, do we not? So go on the blue. And they'll go back to back. So it looks like this, and we'll go ahead and do the other side. Make sure we're attaching the correct way. Make them go back to back. And we're gonna make the next section is gonna be into two as well, one for each side. We got some Yoda looking colors coming. We need 12 of these, yes. There's 6. And 6. Double up with green, and then pretty easy. You want to make like a slot or a pathway on top and bottom. So it looks like this one all done, and it will go right next to what we just put on, kind of giving it that nice design look. Go ahead and do this to the other side. Double up on our green again. There we go, kind of even out, make it look straight, not curved. Then go ahead and slap him down right next to it and move along to step 59. Which again, we're gonna be doing both sides. We'll go ahead and get all the pieces around once more. We go, so start here, which this will be the farthest away from me. Ooh, we get to put, I believe, our first stickers on for this set, which we need number 13, which is down here in the corner. Go ahead and get one off there. And we want it so that the red is on the bottom. We'll go ahead and try to put this on evenly. Not too bad. I struggle with these, as you know, from the gunship, but it's good enough, at least to me. We'll rotate on the side, put this on the far. Now we can go ahead and attach, oops. Oh, put it the wrong way, that's why. Flip it over on its side. Now we can go ahead and slap down so that looks like this when it's done. Now we can go ahead and do the exact same on the other side, making sure we put the pieces on where they need to. We'll get our other number 13 sticker, which is the last one for number 13. We'll try to even them out again. That one's a little worse. Rotate it on its side with the sticker facing you. Put your red on the far, and then we'll go ahead and slap him down just like this. So now both sides match each other there. We'll go ahead and put our stickers towards the back of the book so they don't get curled up and ruin, which we do not want that. Moving along here, steps 60 through 65 are going to be making like the interior section here, or at least part of the interior section. Black here. Put them this way. Pinch my finger in that one. That kind of hurt a little bit. And the angled piece. Three of these. They will go all connected to each other and put here on the end. And then put this guy on top, followed by a blue and a smooth. Just like that. Now we can go ahead and attach. And this will go. Does it just seriously? Oh, okay. So this red, the bottom of it, it's the only point of contact, will go right on that orange single stud. Just like that. And that's all there is to it. And you can push it down, make it even, but that's the only thing holding it in. So hopefully we got some other pieces that cap it and keep that down, because we don't want it to fall off. We'll go, it looks like we might be doing a little something of that now. Get our pieces for this step, make it a little easier. And this will go once we get it all connected together. We'll go right here, right over top of the corner, the inside corner of the baby blue, with our teal piece on the outside next to the red. And all of that should be flush up top with those 3 studs. And now we'll be making the other side over here. I didn't see that before. I might. It's interesting. It looks like. Oh, was I supposed to do that last time as well? No, this side, I'm a little confused as to why. I thought they'd be the same, but apparently not. This one gets 2 of these instead of 1. Not sure why just yet. But we'll go ahead and get our 3. Attach them at the end. Followed by this guy. And then finish with our blue and smooth. And this will go same spot, our orange little piece down here. Lock them into place. And now we'll be finishing kind of just rounding that corner out towards the front. But to do that, we need these pieces. A little gurgling, wrong piece. I'm not paying attention. And now this will go and connect it to the studs showing. So that looks something a little like this. All the way around, nice smooth interior. No open studs really facing in there. Moving on to step 74. Get our 2 little angle guys. Start with the open or side studs facing away from each other. Kind of make sure they're a little even, or at least I try to. Go ahead and start attaching our pieces, and we'll do the same on the other side. So it looks the same on both sides here. We'll go ahead and attach right here to kind of start finishing out. There's a little gap there, but that's okay. So it looks a little something like this. This will go on the last tan piece right here, not like on the blue like we previously did. Then we'll put this right there, leaving 2 of the tan studs right here open for the steering wheel. That's why we're leaving that open. We're going to be making the steering now for steering wheel, not cereal. and 2 red doodads. Close to the doo-doos, but not quite. Which one do we need? This guy. So it'll look a little like this when it's all said and done. Put the steering wheel on that way. Now we can go ahead and attach where those open 2 studs were. So now we got the steering wheel done and it's getting closer to being drivable. We're gonna just kind of cap off some more areas here to get it ready to start finishing at some point, making it look nice and pretty, making it look like Luke's Landspeeder should. And we'll just double up orange here. Could have had us do this a while ago. It wasn't going to mess anything up, but nonetheless they got us doing it now, which is okay. Has to be done at some point. Wrong. I'm trying to put it in stud to stud. That's not going to work. Go ahead and lock these guys into place so that piece won't come out. Okay, make sure it was on. Step 80. Get to use some big bricks in this one. Or some long bricks, I should say. And the white will go over the baby blue. This will go over baby blue on baby blue, and the open part will put the teal piece. We want our green to hang over one row, and then we'll put our blue right there. And we need 6 for the next step here, which will butt up to one. Okay, that's on. We'll butt up to the orange here, and then we'll put this starting there, and right next we want, nope, excuse me, we want 2 in the back, skip 3, and then do the same thing on this side. 2 towards the back, skip 3, and put the last one up. Make sure it's all down. This back one's a little flimsy because it's only connected at 1 point, not 2 like the others. So hopefully we cap that off soon, or make it less flimsy, less likely to come apart, which I'm sure we will. Which this will kind of help hold it. Once we do to one side, we'll do to the other. Put our little peach color on. Do that so that both sides mirror each other. Now we'll get to use these ladder pieces to get into the Landspeeder, I'd assume. So we'll find out here. Make sure these are going the same way so that our ladder can connect to it. No, I don't think it quite matters which way, so we'll just go ahead and pop them on. I'll move this closer to me and we'll put this going right over the two red open studs right here, so that's all flush up top here. And maybe not quite sure what that is just yet, but we shall find out soon enough. But until then, we'll do the other side. Just a little opposite. Oops, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Sure is. We want it like that. Go ahead and put our ladder piece on. Now we can go ahead and plop him on. Make sure it's all flush as well on both sides, which they are. So that means we're doing it right. And with this piece, we'll start on the end. And I'm going to do it right to left. That's just because of the way I choose. You could choose any way to put these pieces on, as long as you put them on correctly. This way was just easier for me. And that will go right here, right over the tan and the green and the black single stud guy. With the ball end of this facing towards the left. And to round out the last step of part 3 is we're just going to kind of, with our smooth end here, we're just going to kind of put another piece on each side. Pretty simple, just 3 pieces. I don't know why I grabbed that one. We'll go ahead and put him so it's flush with the front. Do the same thing for the other side. So it looks like so, and that will bring us to the end of part 3. You know, did a little more interior. Got the seating part. I think pretty much 100% complete for here. Eventually we'll put the shield on, the windshield on. You know, the engines, the back, all that jazz. But for now, we got this built up to get ready for that. We got our extra pieces here, no duplicates, which is good. We don't want any duplicates. Usually a sign that we missed a step, which we tend to do sometimes, you know, get ahead of the game. But for now, we did good. We know no extra pieces, and we can move on to part 4. So that'll do it for part 3. Make sure you hit the like button if you're liking what you're seeing and you want to continue to see. Hit that subscribe button so you know, or so you can, you know, help me out here and you let me know, like the content, and leave a comment if you would like. Let me know what you're thinking, rating it on a scale of 1 to 10, what you want me to see build in the future. It doesn't have to be Star Wars, it can be anything, but just go ahead and do all those if you like. If not, that's okay too. But stay tuned for part 4 and more. Peace.